Alrighty, we will get started on the actual training. Now everyone's here. So we're going over formations, order of movement, movement techniques, and the principles of patrolling. So you have your pretty much a whole squad here actually. Yeah, we got our squad set up how it should be. Team leads yellow, Alpha Fire Team's red, Bravo Fire Team's blue. We have our actual two team leads for Alpha and Bravo for 1-1 here. So they can do their team leading, which is lovely stuff. Everyone that's usually in your normal slots, you're the color you should be. So just remember that. If you're not what you usually are, then don't worry too much about it. You'll just get assigned a slot if you join the infantry team, depending what other team is running low on manpower. Yeah, so we've got formations we go over first. Got your 4 primary formations: your wedge, your file, your line, your staggered column. Your mission, situation, and terrain will dictate which formation you're going to use and when. And then these formations are going to be used all the way up from a fire team to when you're in platoon formations. And usually you'll be in a squad, or in our case, fire team at the moment, and then hopefully moving into platoon formations in the future. So we're going to go over the wedge first. Everyone knows what the wedge looks like.
Correct.
Happy days. Cool. Alright, can I get Alpha Fire Team going out there and making a wedge, and then Bravo Fire Team behind them. So if Alpha, you go far enough that Bravo has space behind you.
Who's Bravo team leading?
Collins. Yeah, Naigu team lead. Naigu's Alpha's team lead, and Collins is Bravo team lead.
Collins, what side heavy do you want?
It would be the opposite to Alpha. So whatever they are going to do.
Yeah, so on 110?
Yes, everyone just stay on 110. Yep, perfect. And if Alpha, you move about 10 meters forwards. Happy days. So yeah, this is pretty much good spacing between teams and good formations from both teams. So this offers the best dispersion of fires. Everyone can shoot forwards. Everyone should be able to shoot sideways. If you can't, then shimmy around a little bit till you can, and then you're in formation. So this expands and contracts based on your terrain. If you're in an open terrain, you're going to be further away from each other. If you're in like a dense forest, you're going to be closer together. Pretty much you need to have visual on your team lead the whole time. And your saw gunner is going to be placed on the side where contact is most likely, or wherever your team lead wants to put you. But it's usually where contact is most likely, as they've got the most casualty producing weapon. Everyone happy with the wedge?
Affirm.
Affirm.
If I step in as squad lead, and then Alpha pushes forward some more. Alpha, go forwards. And if you stop around there. That's going to be your whole squad dispersion with your team lead in the middle. You've got good spacing behind, good spacing in front. Everyone happy with that? And that's going to be the same for all your formations, pretty much. That, I guess.
Happy.
Alrighty, if everyone then moves into a file, if everyone knows what a file is.
Can I just ask a question?
Go for it.
With the 2 wedges, is one right heavy, one left heavy?
Yes.
Copy.
Which is what you're doing, I'm pretty sure. Unless I was wrong.
Yeah, it was. I was just checking that's the case every time.
Yep. One right heavy, one left heavy. And Alpha, if you go into a file for me. So your team lead shouldn't need to move. And Alpha, if you make the separation greater between each person, it should just be the about 10-meter spacing still between each person. So the guys at the back come back closer to me. And JP keep heading back. Perfect. Yep, that is your file. So that's got your least dispersion of fires. Everyone can only shoot to the sides, and only the front and rear person can shoot forwards and backwards, unless you have to move to then get angles. So has the most speed. Everyone's just following the person in front of them. This is used mainly in low light conditions, or when you're traveling through thick brush, so a jungle or mined areas where the guy at the front's got the mine detector, and everyone's pretty much just following them. And then if we come to where's everyone pulling security, pretty much the same as when we're in PZ posture. Everyone's got a different direction. So front guy is looking front, and then it goes left and right till you get to the back, where the back guy is looking back. Everyone happy with all of that?
Easy.
Sounds good.
If you then make a line on your team lead, so team leads don't move, and then everyone else make a line on your team leads.
One right, one red on my right. So yeah, JP come on my right.
Happy days. Again, Alpha, if you keep the separation a bit greater. Right, perfect. So yep, this is mainly when you're going to be doing assaulting, or when you've got contact to your front. So obviously everyone can fire to the front, only the left and right guy can fire to the sides. Everyone happy with this?
Yeah.
From. Yep.
And then if we go back to a line,
We are in the line.
file, sorry, file.
That was a trick question.
Yeah, exactly that.
Simon didn't say.
Then if Alpha, you shimmy back left slightly so you're in line with me and Bravo. And then from here, if we go into a staggered column, so first person goes one direction with the third person, and then the other two go the other direction. Perfect. So this is used when we're going through down a road or any danger areas like that. So you have alternating team members either side, which is what you've got. You've still got your 10 meters spacing between each man. Everyone happy with this?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful. And then we're going to go into, we're pretty much done squad formations. So we can go into a squad line. So if you make a squad line on Alpha, so if Bravo push up to Alpha and then everyone get online, so you'll be in a squad line. If
Right
Bravo
side, left side?
yeah, push right side.
Bravo set.
That should be here then. And JP, if you go a little more left, so you got greater separation. And perfect. Yep, this is your squad line. Pretty much same as your fire team line, Just the other team is then coming up next to you, and squad leaders in the middle.
Sure, this isn't called a dog leg.
Oh, what do you mean?
Look at the line.
Well, it's line enough. I mean, all of these formations, especially when you're coming to a stop, you're going to be stopping at the nearest piece of cover to you, so it won't be perfectly lined, and you'll be moving with your cover. So, and again, they'll expand and contract depending on terrain.
Copy.
So they won't always be perfect. When you're in an open area is when they'll probably look the most perfect, and then yeah, when you're moving in forested or different terrains, they'll look slightly different. Say we had some rocks in front of us and behind us, then the line will go to those rocks and take cover there if we were stopped. If you go to a squad stagger column, so if Alpha comes in front of me and Bravo comes behind me, after you go in front of me,
You said squad staggered column?
yeah,
Stagger to my left side.
that's pretty much what we had when we were doing stagger column anyway. Keep going forwards, Nagi.
Move to the left a little bit as well, maybe.
Hey, Fang and Oleg stagger on my my other side, please.
I mean, I'll be in the middle.
Yeah, JP, go behind Rocket. Behind Rocket, so it'll go Naigu, then over to the left to Rocket, then over to the right to me, and then over to the left to you. And then go a little bit down. Yeah, so you want 10 meter space in between you and Rocket, and you and me, pretty much. That's it.
Wherever you getting into a stagger column.
Yeah, what not? I'm proud of that.
Yeah, it's kind of works. Alpha's a little bit messy. They're pulling it out to the sides a little bit more or in, depending on how you see it. There we go. Now it's straightened up. Alpha, if you need to go forward slightly from me, and then you'll be set. And then increase the separation from each other as well.
Was it 10 meter spacing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 16 meters from Naigu.
Cool. I think it's 10 from the diagonal and then 15 from the front. For staggered.
Yeah.
The best way it was kind of taught to me was you want the first guy to be almost to the top right or the top left of your computer screen.
Escalate.
Oh yeah, that's just good. Alright, then from there, that's all the formations. So if everyone gather around me again. So yeah, I think it's just because Bravo was so far separated more. But yeah.
Yeah, Bravo had a lot of separation.
Yeah, so Bravo could have maybe tightened it up a little bit. Other than that, it was all good. The rest of the formations were good. It's just that last one. The stagger column before was perfect.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's however you want to run it.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah.
Separation. I mean, it kind of comes down to it. Like, I'm always more wary of hand grenades and RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah. By all means.
I get it.
And I've seen how many of these RPGs this unit fucking takes.
Yeah. It also changes on terrain and stuff like that. At the moment, we're in a massive open field, so you'd increase it more.
Yeah.
The main factor is
How it was
just.
kinda taught with me was like the best way to put it is like the guy next to you or the guy in front of you should be almost either the top right or the top left of your screen. Corners.
Okay. So we're going to movement techniques. So again, same as formations, these are going to be based on terrain features. Well, yeah, terrain features and the likelihood of enemy contact and need for speed. So if you need to get somewhere fast, you're not going to be doing bounding Overwatch particularly, because otherwise you're just going to be slowing down and not getting there in time, and stuff like that. So they're not fixed and they're not formations. So separate to formations, and then light formations, they're not fixed either. So they flow depending on what you're doing at what time. So again, individuals must always be able to see their team leader, and the platoon leader should be able to see his squad leader. For this, we're just going to do radios. Don't worry about hand and arm signals at this point in time. So the movement techniques we're going to go over are traveling Overwatch, and bounding Overwatch. So we start with traveling. This is used when contact is unlikely. It has your maximum speed. It's more controlled than traveling Overwatch, but it's less controlled than bounding Overwatch. And it has the minimum dispersion and security. So, like we've just done before, it's going to be 10 meters between each man and 20 meters between each team or squad. So yeah, this is just pretty much just walking along or jogging along as we normally do. Traveling Overwatch then is used when contact is possible. It is probably the most used. So you increase the dispersion between both the men and your teams. Again, terrain dictates the dispersion as well a little bit. So that's 20 meters between each man and then 50 meters between teams or squads. And it applies to the lead squad in the majority of cases. So if we're a platoon and we have 3 squads, which is our current orbit, only the first squad will be doing this separation. The rest of the squads will be doing just traveling separation. So your standard 10 and 20. And that's because the lead squad needs to be far enough ahead to detect and engage the enemy before they see the rest of the element, and the rest of the element then gets into contact as well. So yeah, again, staying 50 to 100 meters in front of the rest of the unit. And this has your medium security, your medium speed, and your medium control. And then finally, your bounding Overwatch is used when contact is likely or when crossing a danger area, which we'll look at later. And can be used when you're in contact as well. So this is where you're bounding. Pretty much one element moves while the other one occupies a position that it can watch the route you're moving on. So you don't have to be in contact to be doing bounding Overwatch and bounding. It's simply a security thing as well. And then you need to stay in range of the Overwatch element, otherwise that Overwatch element is just watching you and is not in a position to engage. Or they might not even be able to see you if you've gone over the crest of the hill and they're still moving. And that Overwatch's position is the other side of the hill. Then they're not really overwatching anything. Just keep that in mind as well. And then you can do your squad bounding Overwatch, which you're going to go over. We won't go over the platoon one. We'll just go over the squad one for today. So this is 20 meters between each man still, and then your distance between the teams is going to vary as you move past each other and go further away and then come back closer together. So if you have your squad leader, he's not really attached to any team, sorry. So you can go with whichever team he wants to go with, whichever one the initial Overwatch element is. And then any guns or HQ elements. So if you've got your platoon medic as an actual platoon medic rather than a squad medic, be with that initial element as well. Any machine guns, or any HQ elements like platoon lead or JTACs, if they're not integrated as in part of the squad. And then we'll go over bounding, and then we'll do these 3 movement techniques. We will skip platoon bounding, and we'll just do these types of bounding. So successive, one element moves, and then the Overwatch element moves in line with that element. So you're not leapfrogging over each other. you're going next to each other, and then yeah, like that. And then your alternating is when you're leapfrogging. Think of it just like feet. You're not putting your feet next to each other when you walk. They're going one in front of the other. If you're alternating. Everyone happy with all of that?
Yes.
Beautiful. If we get our squad column fire team wedge facing to the east. Go.
Alright, Bravo on me, heavy right.
And Alpha, your heavy left.
Keep going, Nuggy. Keep going forward.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. We'll do travelling, so 20 meters between each team. And I'm my own team.
Right, JP, when it's heavy left, as you've got the LMG, you will be on the left. By rocket, mate. Keep going left. Diagonally from Naigu through rocket to you. So a straight line. So you want to be about here. Yeah. Oh, did he say heavy right?
No, you're heavy left, Alpha's heavy right.
Since we have 2 LMGs, one on the right need to be.
Yeah. Sorry, JP, that's my bad. Over this side, if we're right.
Delta, if you switch to the other side.
Thought it was what?
The fire team's
Yeah,
behind,
Delta
heavy
Bravo
left.
is
left on
heavy
the
right.
end.
No, you just wanted
Bravo is
a
heavy
machine gun
right,
on either
Alpha is
side.
left.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I thought we were heavy right.
Yeah, you've got a machine gun on the no, you're heavy left, which is what you are now.
Okay. No, I thought you said heavy right. That's my
No, yeah, it's all good, all good. Alrighty, so yeah, this is your standard squad column fire team wedge and your good separation for just traveling. Let me. So this should just be moving in your formation forwards. We're not going to do that. So we're then going to go to traveling Overwatch. So if Alpha, you push forward some more. And then spread your formations out. So there's greater separation between people. Keep pushing forwards, Alpha. Should be 50 meters between each team now. And that's from the last man to the first man of the team behind.
Keep going, JP. Forward.
And if Alpha, if you keep moving forwards as well. I'm only 33 from Delta. And yeah, you're good there. So JP just needs to move up.
Yeah, keep moving.
Happy days. That's your traveling Overwatch distances. And then if we had a squad behind us, that would be 100 meters from the 50 to 100 meters from the rear of Bravo. Then from here we're going to go bounding Overwatch. So if Bravo, you come push right, so you're covering Alpha as they move. And then Bravo, you're going to make the first bound. We're going to do alternating bounds. So you're pushing past Alpha whenever you're set.
Alright, Bravo set.
Yeah, bound when you're ready.
Alright, Bravo moving.
And once Bravo's set, they're going to call out Bravo set. And then once they've done that, Alpha, you're then going to move and call you're moving. And then when you're set, you call set. One team's not moving until the other one calls their set. And you're not moving. Yeah, same thing. Hey folks.
Hey.
Hello.
So if a squad leader joins your formation, just ignore where he is,
Bravo hold.
because he'll just float around.
Alpha moving.
Bravo set.
Yeah, now you remember to wait for Bravo set before you start moving.
You already called it.
He called it as
He
Nagu
said
was saying.
twice.
He said
He
hold.
said first he's ready, and then I said I'm moving, and then he said he's moving.
Yeah, I think his hold was for his team, and then just wait for that set, because he was talking to his team when he said Bravo hold. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
Speed up, JP. You have to be at the same height as Rocket, just on my right.
JP,
Okay. Alpha hold. Bravo move.
Remember it's Alpha set. Wait for
Okay.
this set. So if you say Alpha set,
Alpha, you set.
Alpha set.
Alright, Bravo move.
and then when Bravo's set, we'll stop there.
Want me just to set online with you?
Yeah, go online, and then we'll do successive back down.
Arch. Alright, Bravo hold. And Bravo set.
Ready? If we swing it around so we're facing to the west. So your formation is going to be a wedge to the west. So now you're going to come to the other side of the formation. And just, yeah, pretty much inverting yourself. The same Collins, you're moving to the west side as we're moving west. So you need that wedge to the west. So just invert what you've got now, pretty much. Yeah, JP, make sure you're further up so you're more in line with Rocket rather than Delta. Ready, and then Alpha, you're going to move first whenever you're ready.
Alpha moving.
You can sprint this, so it's quicker.
Alpha hold. Alpha set.
Alright, Bravo move. Bravo hold.
If you want to cut down on comms, you can get rid of the hold and just go to a stop, and everyone in your team should see you stopping, and they should stop as well.
Gotcha. Bravo set.
Alpha moving. Alpha set.
Bravo move. Bravo set.
Alpha moving. Alpha.
Bravo move.
And when Bravo's set, we'll stop there.
And Bravo set.
Perfect. Everyone happy with that?
Affirm.
Yeah, feels good.
Righty, everyone bring it in to me real quick. We'll talk about halts and then we'll go back into formations to do them. Just saves me holding down the radio button while I talk. Righty, so we're going to go into short halts. So these are temporary stops of 5 minutes or less. They're usually used for map checks to either construct a plan, pass out information or instructions that you can't do when moving, or for any other reason. The squad might have to halt for less than 5 minutes. They take last stop where people had to grab backpacks out of arsenals because they lost them on the jump. Stuff like that. Anything you need to stop for 5 minutes or less. So it can be called by the point man, the front team lead, your squad leader, or your highest leadership. Yeah. That's the one. Or your platoon leader. Yeah. If you need a short halt and you're not one of those people, just talk to your fireteam leader why you need to stop, and then if it's a reason to stop, they'll call it up. If it's something you can deal with or whatever, then we'll carry on, and they'll make that as call as leadership. So when you come to a short halt, you're creating that 360 around the squad leader. Usually a circle formation or a cigar shape, depending, or not semicircle, oval, depending on what formation you're in. With one team occupying one half of the circle and the other team occupying the other half. And MGs, if they're attached to the squad, they're going to be typically oriented to the enemy's most likely approach, usually to the front where you're moving. So you have, like I say, you have your circle and then your more ovally shape, depending on your formation. So if we're in a wedge, it's going to be that circle. So if we go into the squad column fire team wedge facing east, Alpha at the front, Bravo at the rear, as usual. Let's go ahead and do that now. Standard travelling separation. Go Alpha heavy left, Bravo heavy right.
One MG on the left, other two on the right. Delta go right.
Left.
You said heavy on the right, so two on the right.
I said Alpha heavy left, Bravo heavy right.
Understood.
So, yep, good squad column fire team wedge. So if you come to a short halt, Alpha fire team, you're pretty much gonna go there. Your whoever's your MG on the left is gonna come in line with you, Naigu. So go ahead and do that. Whoever that LMG is on the left. Go in line with Naigu.
Yeah, come on my left, Rocket, with spacing.
Keep your set spacing, just, yeah, go more left. Go straight up to him, next to him. And then the guys that are left, you're going to push up a bit closer. In line. That makes sense. And then Bravo, you're going to collapse your further. You're going to collapse your furthest guys from the rear up into next to the back two, and then your guys closest to me are going to stay pretty much where Collins is, and then whoever's on the right hand side of Collins is going to come up to next to Collins, and your rear two are going to come further up. So Fang, stay there. And then Bravo, if you come up more, and then Fasco, if you come up to the this side. Perfect. So that's your short halt for when you're in squad column fighting wedge. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Perfect. Yeah, if you had a touch guns, they would come up probably to the front. In here somewhere. And then if I needed to call squad leaders into the middle, or team leaders even into the middle, then your guy at the front that's next to your team leader is then going to go center of that circle and take up both those areas of fire. That makes sense. So if team leaders come to the middle, and then we'll do that. Perfect. And then if we go back out and do a file, or no, we go staggered column. So we do yeah, squad staggered column for me. Hi, Collins.
Yep.
Hi, I'm just saying hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, just checking what Alpha does so we can.
That's all good.
Um,
Just remember with the staggered column, I'm not in the column. I'm just in the middle. So I should be able to see down the middle of everyone.
Okay, Alpha face east, the wall.
so what?
This is an interesting staggered column. And this is not a staggered column. It's more of a wedge for Alpha. And then Bravo's in a diamond.
JP, if you just move back slightly.
I'm letting you guys work it.
Bravo, move in front of me.
hey, the guy was way in the back.
Fang.
Collins, if you push to my right, in front of Farskill.
Bravo, stay where you are.
Yeah, Bravo, stay there. Push a little more to the right. Bravo, so you're in front of Fang.
Go a little bit more to the right.
Bravo, go in front of Fang. Fang, stay where you are. Alright, let's go into a squad column fighting wedge real quick. Go to squad column fighting wedge because you're pretty much in that both fire teams. We'll figure this out. Alright. If Alpha, you push slightly left, so your team lead is in line with me and Collins. Oh, right, sorry, right. Push right.
I was about to say. give me 2 seconds. I gotta AFK for a second.
No good. Alpha, keep going right. It should be facing directly east. With, yeah, there we go. And then Alpha, get your file going. Your Wedge, sorry.
Wedge.
Yeah, that's the one. My brain is dying here.
Okay, JP, move forward like 10 meters, so you'll be online with Rocket.
And then JP push to the right.
The ACS stopped working.
And a little bit more to the right.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. And stop about there. And then Delta.
It's easy to envision it, JP, if you got your C-tab open.
Yeah, exactly. And then Delta and Rocket, if you push both left slightly, and then Delta push more left than Rocket, just spreading your separation out. Perfect. I'm just going to push up slightly, so we've got good separation between teams. Don't move.
What's happened?
I think he's just correcting JP.
JP was in a good spot, so JP should be in line with whoever number 9 is. Pretty much east of whoever 9 is, if that makes sense. So JP push right slightly. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And good. There we go. So from here, your team lead and the person on the right of the team lead. So the person on the right of the team lead is going to stay where they are. Team lead is going to go in line with the person on the right and slightly forwards. And then Delta for Alpha is going to come up behind 8 and come back a bit. If that makes sense.
Yep.
And then same for Bravo, you're going to do the opposite. So Collins, you're going to go left. And then whoever's on the right, on the rear of Bravo is going to come in behind whoever's in front of them. And then, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that's
Push.
good.
And then Naigu, go to your right. Collins, go keep going left slightly so you're in line with Delta. There you go. Pretty much that. Just, yeah. Separation is that good? No. What's wrong here?
JP needs to pull in a little bit. Naigu needs to come out a little bit.
Do you also have the PowerPoint up?
Hold on, I'm
Delta.
figuring something out
Say again?
because
Do you also have the PowerPoint open?
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I also do too, and seeing this makes me kind of irritated.
go back to the score column fighting wedge real quick. Sorry, this was wrong. My part.
Do you need help?
Go for it.
Okay, Collins, spread left, get in front of Bravo. Fast kill, get behind me. I'm going to push up 5 meters so that I'm staggered from them. Rocket, you need to move to your right. Get in front of, what is that? Who's that? JP1?
And then Nike needs to move left. And then JP needs to go behind Delta. So Rocket come to where JP is, and then JP come back.
Just quick again, which formation are we doing now?
Stagger column.
Staggered.
So Rocket keep going right. JP keep going back.
they need to move forward
then,
a little bit. They're online with you.
Yeah. Just get in the formation and they can push forwards from there. And yeah, Alpha, if you now push forwards. Good formation, just push forwards. And then you're good. The JP and Delta push forwards. Delta. There we go. And then JP hold. And then, yeah. There we go. Everyone happy with how we get there, or do you want to go back to squad column, fighting wedge, and do it again?
I feel fine.
Okay, I'll take the silence as we're fine. We can test it later. What we're doing, short holes. Alright, so from there, yeah, you pretty much just the front two are tucking in slightly, and the rear two are tucking in slightly. And then you're bringing that formation slightly closer to your squad lead as well. And then that is your short hold for that. So if you want to go do that now. So front two, you're tucking into each other slightly. And coming back.
That was back.
And then rear two, you're doing the same.
What we doing?
We're doing a short halt when we're in this formation now. So Delta, you're holding there. Your front two, yep, perfect. And then Bravo, if you move up a bit more. Stop there, stop there, and then
JP face out to the southeast. That's it.
you keep going, Bravo. Keep tucking in slightly. Perfect. So that's just short hold for that. More overly shaped, and we still got 360 everywhere. Just tucking it in slightly compared to what the actual formation is. And then obviously if we're in a covered or concealed position, you're grabbing the nearest piece of cover. So it won't look perfectly like a circle or oval. You'll be grabbing that nearest piece of cover. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Beautiful. These can also be used for when we're in ORP as well, which is your objective rally point. So that's a point out of sight, sound, and usually small arms range of the objective area, so around 300 meters, and is normally located in the direction of the unit's plans to move out after actions on the objective. And it's tentative until the objective is pinpointed in case it needs to move somewhere because of certain factors. And then here is when the squad leader or platoon leader can organize a recon element to go do recon on the objective before we do actions on the objective. And they can leave a GOA or 5-point plan to the remaining element. So that plan is going to include where you're going, so your distance, direction, and the grid that you're going to be moving to do the recon, who they're taking with them. So in this case, I would take probably both of my team leads and then leave someone else in charge of the unit. Time I'll return, so either how long I'll be gone for and what time I'll be back, if we're using in-game time, depending on if that's actually moving at a normal rate of time or if it's sped up or slowed down for whatever reason. So you can even do how long you're going to be gone for, the duration, or you can give a specific time on when you're going to return. And then what to do if you don't return. So whether that be the unit moves up to where we're doing recon, or if you're radio calling up to check, stuff like that. And then actions for when either element gets into contact. So if the recon element gets into contact, what do they want the remaining element to do? And if the remaining element gets into contact, what the recon element is going to do. Everyone happy with the 5-point plan, contingency plan for when doing leadership recon?
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. So if we go around me again, we'll go over danger areas. this side, so I can see you all. Alright, so danger areas are going to be placed on a unit's route where the leader determines his unit may be exposed to enemy observations or fire. So this is a danger area. And we're stood in the middle of it for this training. Usually you want to bypass these areas as much as possible. And if we come across a danger area, you need to cross it with as much caution and as fast as possible. So your types of danger areas, you can have open areas like this one, roads and trails, you can have villages and small towns, enemy positions, minefields, streams, wire obstacles. So typically you're going to try and avoid as many as you can. Obviously if they're not part of the objective, you don't need to hit enemy positions unless they're directly affecting what you're going to do on the objective. Same as small towns and villages. If they're not affecting the objective, try and bypass them as much as possible. Obviously minefields, you're just going to avoid unless you need to go through it as well. Same with all of them really, like I've said. So there's three different types of danger area. You have linear danger areas, you have small open danger areas, and large danger areas as well. So we go over linear danger areas first. So you have known and unknown. So known ones, they're usually going to be labelled on the map with either LDA marker or a name of a rally or a name of whatever it is marked on map. Blanking on the word, not a call sign, but one of them. So yeah, it'll be planned for if you know about it. So all the ones marked on map, you know about them. But there might be a trail somewhere that's not marked on a map, depending on what map it is, stuff like that. Or a man-made road that isn't marked on map. And then they're going to have specific near and far side rally points marked on the map. We'll go over to the west and we'll do some practice and I'll mark down some near and far side rally points for roads we're going to cross. So you can see what they all look like. And then an unknown LDA is not depicted on the map, like I said, or is one that you haven't planned on crossing, but you need to cross it for whatever situation. If you're breaking contact and you need to cross an LDA that you didn't plan on crossing, or if you need to move to an objective you haven't planned on going to, that kind of thing, and you haven't got time to plan for it. So again, designating near and far side rally points where possible. They're typically 100 meters past the LDA for the far one, and 150 meters back for the near one, or a designated grid location and terrain feature, depending on the terrain and what's about. So if we look just south of where we are now, I'll mark. So we're gonna cross there. Gonna have near side rally point, and gonna have far side rally point down here.
I apologize. I gotta hop off.
Oh, good.
We've got some car issues.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I apologize, guys. I
No
will
worries, mate.
See you here later.
That's it. So if you look on your map and look to the south of where we are now in Zeus Range 5, you're going to see that set up. So I've set up the rally points 200 meters off the LDA. Yeah, minimum is usually 150, so it'll be there, but you can increase it and decrease it depending on the terrain features and stuff like that. So again, you're going to pick a site that has the least possible chance of detection. So a bend in the road. There's no bend in this road that we're trying to cross. We could, if we wanted to, bypass it and go all the way around this way. But say we haven't got enough time to do that, we need to cross it. If we wanted to cross this road here that goes south to north, you could cross it in a bend in the road here. Or there's another bend in the road here pretty much, but you have then these two crossroads. you need to think about, or a good place would be here. Again, depends on the situation, where you're trying to go, where you're getting to. Just realize that you need to pick a point that has the least possible chance of detection. You can also do low-lying areas. So if it's a high area and there's a little like dip in the middle, you could go through there. They're not going to be able to see you if they're on top of that hill. Not going to be able to see down into it. Or you can do a military crest to the hill. Military crest isn't the very top of the hill. If we take hill here, that's going to be your crest. Your military crest is going to be something like here. So your silhouette shouldn't go over the top of the hill. You shouldn't silhouette anywhere. You're pretty much going around just below the crest. Everyone happy with all of those?
Never.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then areas that provide cover and concealment close to the LDA. Everywhere around here has trees pretty much either side of it. Yeah. We go into more detail on if it becomes an open area with a LDA in the middle slightly later. So we will head over to marked out that LDA. We'll do some practice there. I'll talk about how we cross it. So let's head down there, up there. Actually, please stop real quick. If we get squad column fireteam wedge out at the front, as usual.
Heavy left or heavy right?
If you go heavy left, and then Bravo, you don't really have a heavy side.
We're just center folks.
Remember, team leads are going to be in line with me. Perfect. And step off when you're ready, Alpha. You can sprint it. So step one is going to be identifying the LDA, and you're going to do a halt at the LDA. So as we practiced earlier, it will be a circle around me on that halt. Or if we push up to the rally point, we'll do a short halt there. You can't get up this hill though.
Come on, Ola.
That's because I've got no gun, so I can't jog. So I was simply walking.
Hey, we're missing someone.
I think he's AFK. Because he's very not here.
Fine.
Yeah, this thingy crashed. Disconnected
Oh, yeah.
from T4.
Yep.
Well, we got another formation training. Excellent.
Self team, when you get to that rally point, it's called short halt, so we know you're there.
Alpha short hold.
And then get into your semicircle. And the rest of the guys will come up and fill the rest in.
Alright, Bravo set.
No, you just stick to your sector in the semicircle until I call you back. Alright, so yeah, good short halt. From here we got eyes on that LDA. And then we're going to talk through what we do with this LDA. So yeah, as we've done, we're coming up short halting at the near side rally point. We're going to stop, look, see if we can see anything moving down or along that LDA. Hear any vehicles along that LDA. And then in real life you would have smell, but we don't have smell, so we ignore that step. So this is where then Bravo team is going to move to get security on the LDA. For this, we're going to have one guy left, one guy right. If you had a full fire team, it would be 2 either side. So Bravo, go ahead and establish security on the LDA. You're getting up to the last bits of cover that allow you to see down the LDA, whether that be a tree that's near it, or if you need to go in the open to be able to see down it, try and get on your belly. Leave enough room for the other fire team to come through in their formation still. So it should be a good separation apart from each other on either side to allow Alpha to still come through in their wedge. And then once you're in there, your team lead is going to look around, check everyone's got good sight, and then they're going to be the one calling up on radio that you're set.
Bravo set.
Alpha then is going to cross the LDA and push up to that far side rally point.
Alpha moving.
JP, you up? Keep moving. Make sure you're passing in between the Bravo team members, not crossing in front of them. And you're still in that wedge formation as you cross. Once you're across and you've cleared about 50 meters off the LDA, give a call that you've crossed, and then I'll cross as team lead.
Alpha crossed, halt.
So you're going to keep moving up to that far side rally point. Just after that 50 meters, you give me a call to say that you've crossed, and then I can cross. SL's crossed, and then for this, normally if you have 4 people, 2 of you are going to cross and hold security, but on the other side of the road for Bravo, and then the 2 on that part of the near side still are going to then cross and keep moving. But obviously there's just 2 of you, so you're just going to cross one at a time, and then hold security on the other side of the road, and then the other one's going to cross, and then you're both going to come off the LDA together.
Concept.
And both moving off together. And then Alpha, you're good to follow on, still in your fireteam wedge, and then Bravo will just follow on behind me in their formation still. So we should just flow into a squad column fireteam wedge right at the far side rally point and just keep flowing. That makes sense.
Info.
Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Beautiful. If we swing it around and go the other way. Yeah, we'll swing it around, go the other way. So if we get a short halt at this rally point with Alpha to the north side, and then Bravo if you swing that around to the south. Snag if you come north side. Remember, you can use bits of cover when you're in a terrain like this. So get to your nearest piece of cover. Doesn't have to be a perfect semicircle. Bro, if you spread out, because you're both on one side at the moment, so if either Faskill or Collins goes to the left, that makes sense.
This tree is very nice. I like it. This will do.
Yep. And then JP, or whoever's on the left for Alpha, if you make sure you're looking to the left. And then pretty much got 360 there. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect. Again, you got eyes on the LDA. We stop, look, listen. And then Bravo, go ahead and establish security on the LDA. Again, leaving enough room in the middle for Alpha to pass through.
Bravo set.
Alpha cross.
Alpha moving.
JP, make sure you're paying attention. You're crossing. Other side, other side, other side. Other way.
Alpha halt, wait for GP.
Make sure if you're holding, you're going to a crouch, not just stood in the open. Or push into a nearest piece of cover as well. Hey Collins.
Yep.
How far can you see down that road?
Quite a bit. I think.
Can you? Is there not a bush right in the way?
Oh, a little bit.
Alpha crossed.
If I go here, I can see a lot further down.
I mean, if I stand here, I can see all the way down.
Yeah, but I mean, if you come to this tree, you can see a bit further, rather than having a bush right anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right, squad D's moving.
Alpha hold short. Short hold.
Squad D crossed.
Frontier moving. I set fast enough.
Moving.
Quick one, Nagu. when you're talking to your team
Close.
and you're in this close proximity,
Straight
you just
down.
hop on yelling, and just talk normally, rather than on radio.
Okay, we'll try.
Good. Hey, Delta, if you push to the tree to your right. Yeah, that's one. Perfect. Vasco, you could push that rock right in front of you. It's kind of obscuring your view. Perfect. Yeah, it's just those little things, realizing where you can go for security, making sure you've got the best eyes possible. But that was good, otherwise. Yeah, good work. Everyone happy with crossing an LDA? And we'll move on to the next bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
Ava?
Yep.
Alrighty, get everyone gather around me, and we'll talk about open areas. Back up this way. Ugh. There we go. So that was a linear danger area. You then have small and large open danger areas. So a large open danger area is defined as an area that's so large that the element simply cannot bypass it due to time constraints, stuff like that. So I don't know, if we look at the map and look at Bravo 2 range, this one, and we're trying to cross from southeast across to north west, that's going to be a large open danger area, because if we go around, it's going to take a lot of time to then come back up. That's just an example. And it's too wide to be classed as a linear danger area. There's no way you're going to have security here and then cross 200 meters just flat like that. If that makes sense. And then you have the small danger area, which is small enough that the element can bypass it to accomplish their mission. So if we look at Bravo 1 and we want to get from this side to this side, we can simply go around this way and come back. Or this way. And then you have this linear danger area you can cross and then cross back over. But obviously you'd rather go this way, avoiding that linear danger area, because you don't need to cross danger areas if you don't have to. Everyone happy with what both of they are? What both of them are?
Yep.
Yep, a lot of talking. Struggling. Okay, so with your small danger areas, you're only bypassing them. You're not crossing them, right? So you can either do this one of two ways. You can either do a contour around it, or you can do a detour. So contour, if we take Bravo 1, yeah, I mean, you're kind of doing both either way. But your contour is going to be following the edge of the tree line around it, like that. Whereas your detour, I'll do in red, is going to be more of a avoiding going anywhere near it. And it's going to be more like that. And again, you're going to have your near and far side rally points. Same as a LDA. So for this one, they'll probably be back here somewhere. And then up here somewhere. Again, 150 meters from the danger area. Everyone happy with small open danger areas?
Yep.
That is mainly a route planning thing. So even if like your squad lead marks a line going straight through the middle of this, as point man, your alpha team lead should realize that's a small open danger area and be bypassing it or detouring around it. You should never cross small open danger areas, because there's no need. You have enough time to go around it. Happy with that, everyone?
Roger.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna class Zeus Range 5 as a large open danger area just for this example, and we'll go practice on Zeus Range 5 again. So again, that's one that we can't bypass. Probably could bypass Zeus Range 5. It's only 200 by 300 meters in and up, but this example, it's a large open danger area. So again, near and far side rally points. So if you look at the map, we've got a near side rally point on the south side of this rock, which so happens to be about 150 to 200 meters away from the end of the open danger area. We're going to ignore the LDAs. We'll go into more detail of why in a second, but we're ignoring them just for this example and when we cross open danger areas as well. And then the far side rally point is going to be there, which is so happens to be the other side of this hill as well. So again, you're looking at terrain features as well as distance for your rally points.
Go with that.
And again, same as the LDA, your starting looks the same. So we're doing the short halt at that rally point. Stop, looking, listening, smelling. If you can somehow smell your computer monitor and smell the enemies in the game, props to you.
I can smell something.
Time to clean your monitor.
Yeah.
Equipment for that, but the game needs to support it.
And then if the far side of the open danger area is within 200 meters, for example, it is pretty much bang on 250 meters from side to side. Technically it's longer because we have the LDAs as well. So yeah, ours is longer. So ignore me on that one. So yeah, if it's within 250 meters, which our one's not, you're gonna. Hold on, I wrote that right. Yeah. Yeah. If it's within 250 meters, you're gonna have a Overwatch position on the near side. So for us, it would probably be Bravo. Then Alpha will cross to the other side, and then once the element's crossed, you're going to be using traveling Overwatch, so your separation is going to be greater. Do you remember? We went over traveling Overwatch earlier. Your separation is greater, so Bravo team is then going to cross with a greater separation than normal across this open danger area, and link up with Alpha. And Alpha is going to be crossing with that traveling Overwatch as well. Does that make sense? If it's within 250 meters,
Yes.
you just have a security element on the near side. One element crosses, so you're pretty much bounding across without stopping in the middle. If it's larger than 250 meters, you're going to use both traveling Overwatch and bounding Overwatch to cross it. So you're going to have traveling Overwatch until you get to within 250 meters. So for our example, 250 meters is going to be 100, 250. So about that line from about here. So this 150 meters, you're going to be using traveling Overwatch. And then after that, you're going to be doing bounding. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So both elements will push off from the near side rally point in your squad column fireteam wedge within your traveling Overwatch distances. So that's 50 meters per team, 20 meters per man. Until Alpha gets to here. When Alpha gets to this position, you're then going to go into bounding. So Bravo will probably push past Alpha first, and then just bounding all the way across until you get to the other side. If we had more elements behind us, then it will only be the first squad that does the bounding. I think I could be wrong on that. That's what I remember learning. So if everyone is happy with that, we will then conduct that across this open danger area.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good.
Beautiful. So if we get in squad column fireteam wedge facing the north.
Heavy right or heavy left?
You don't have, or do you? Oh, you do still. Whichever side you want. Yeah, it's up to your team lead discretion.
1 MG on the left.
And JP is gonna be on the one on
I think I'll have to go to help my mom. That's why I'm a bit just.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Alright, goodbye, guys.
Right.
Take care, mate.
So it's one either side. Let's see. Yeah, one either side. Same for Bravo as well. And then whenever... Oh no, wait, what? Oh no, you lost thingy as well. Cool.
I've lost everyone except for Pascal.
Yep, I think Bravo's coming back. So I'll TP him over when he's ready. And then we'll step off. Give me 3 seconds. We might also finish bang on time as well.
No, we won't.
I will make sure of that.
You see, finishing bang on time, we've got 10 minutes.
I got 15.
15.
15. This is the last bit to go over, really.
Ooh.
So if we get this bang on, then we don't have to go over it again. Hey, Bravo.
My wife didn't have the whole thing in park. That was the only problem. What are we doing?
We're about to go over open danger areas. We just did linear danger areas. If you join the group and then go blue again.
Oryx, could you kick out Fang?
Is he still here?
Yeah, he's still in the group.
Oh, he's still in the game, that's why.
Yeah.
He's just not in TeamSpeak. Interesting. We'll leave him there, because he might come back. I don't know where he's gone. So yeah, once you're set, Bravo, if you hop in the wedge for your fire team. And Alpha, when you're ready, step off.
Alpha moving.
So when we short halt now, Alpha doesn't really have to move anywhere. Bravo just Bravo and Farskill will need to tuck in past Collins to make that semicircle.
Copy.
Take some cover.
Short halt. When you call out short halt, now you make sure you do it on radio, because that's for the whole squad. Who is?
Just a quick question.
Go for it.
Is this position alright? Because it seems to be very far away from other teammates.
If you come back to the tree, just to your left.
Okay.
This one. And then your priority is going to be looking this direction anyway. So this rock doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, but it was just a little bit more because I was worried about that rock.
Yeah, that's good. Nagu's watching the down the slope.
Yeah, fair enough.
And again, no one can come over the top of that rock and you can see the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So that's all good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
just
Yeah. No, all good. Good questions. So from here, we're looking, we're hearing, and then we're going to have, we're going to get into that formation again, but we're going to have traveling Overwatch separation. So yeah, when you're ready, you can step off.
Alpha moving.
Remember, you're increasing that separation between your members. And then we're increasing the separation between the teams as well.
Bravo moving.
We're not stopping at the LDA. We're ignoring LDAs. I'll explain why once we get across. And then remember when we get up to that line that's marked, we're going into bounding Overwatch.
Alpha hold.
And then Bravo, you're going to push to the right hand side of Alpha and bound past them. We're doing this as quickly as possible so you can sprint. Stick to the right hand side. Remember crossing these LDAs or open age areas as quickly as possible. Keep going past. Doing alternating bounds.
Bravo set.
Alpha moving. Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Bravo set.
Alpha moving.
Hey, Bravo fast kill, just push it back just a little bit further to actually get that White ship going.
Alpha holding.
Better.
Alpha set.
Bravo moving.
Keep going across.
And Bravo's clear.
Push into that far side rally point, remember. Just do one more bound and then Alpha will bound past you to that rally point.
Roger. Bravo set.
Alpha moving.
And then all the way to the rally point. And Bravo collapse on the rally point.
Cool up.
Alpha short hold.
Rocket, try not to get in front of Naigu. Try and be back, so you're making that semicircle rather than a line. That's good. Perfect. Now if we bring it into me. Alright, so final bit on danger areas is if we have a double LOA, LDA even. So, let's see if there's one on the map somewhere. Yeah, if we look down at the mount facility, if we ignore this wall here, if we say this is a double LOA, LDA, sorry, and we're trying to cross from down here to up here, we just use it as one. It's just one LDA. So we're not crossing in each one individually. That's just one LDA. Going to have security down here and here. You're going to cross and then you're going to move security here and then follow up.
Where are you pointing? I don't see anything.
To the south, far south of the map.
Oh, right here.
That's one big LDA in this box. Pushing across one side to the other, and then Bravo's going to be holding security here and here. And as they push across, it's going to be here and here, rather than in the center. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Go for it.
It's set up here and here, but this is way too forested to actually see through. You passing Alpha up here to set security so Alpha can pass, Bravo can pass on.
If it's way too forested, you could have half of Bravo set up in the middle, and then you could like leapfrog across that way.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. And then if you have a linear and a small danger area, so if we take, have we got one? I'm looking. Like this. This is class as a small danger area. If this is just open, there's nothing here, right? You just have an open field here. And you want to cross this LDA. Kilo firebase. Base fire. Firebase kilo. Yep. Everyone got eyes on that. You're going to be contouring around the edge here until you hit the LDA. And then crossing the LDA. You're not going to be crossing here and then hitting this LDA. Ignore all the other roads. For this example, you're going to be crossing, you're going to be contouring or detouring round. You could go even further around where you're at a bend, like we talked about earlier. Best place to cross an LDA at a bend. And same down here. either at this bend here or further down at this bend.
Gonna be gone for a sec.
Yep.
Need to do something.
So that's if you have a linear and a small at the same time. And then if you have a linear and a large ODA like we had down here, kind of like we had up here. This one we could have treated as a LDA. Depends how your leadership wants to deal with it, because you could kind of see down it from as we were crossing and bounding. And again, it's not marked on map with trees here. But if you have a linear and a large ODA with that linear inside, you're just ignoring the LDA and just treating it as a open danger area rather than two separate problems you have to tackle at the same time. That makes sense?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So everyone happy with open danger areas and linear danger areas?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah? Sounded hesitant, Collins?
Yeah. No, so.
Oh, good. All right, and then finally, Fang just had his armor corrupted. He just poked me and said it. So
convenient.
finally, you have the principles of patrolling. So these are planning, reconnaissance, security, control, and then finally common sense, which some of us have, some of us don't. Naming no names. So planning. So you need to make sure your plan is simple enough to communicate it effectively to the lowest level, which is in our case just a basic rifleman in the infantry squads. And then if you take ages making a plan, it's not going to be very well disseminated, and a lot of people aren't going to understand what you're wanting specifically. So you probably won't get it how you want it in the end. And if possible, rehearse what you are planning. So if planning to cross an LDA, make sure everyone knows how to cross an LDA, which is the purpose of all these trainings as well, which is the rehearsal part. If you're in charge of a squad or in charge of a fire team, feel free to put up a training for your specific fire team or squad and rehearse it within your group. Reconnaissance then. If you're in leadership, so Nagu, Collins, and then Bravo and Delta, because you're your sniper team. It's your responsibility to confirm what you think you know, either from intel that's given, or just your knowledge in general, and then to learn what you don't already know, which is why we do the leadership recons, stuff like that on objective, to make sure that it looks how we've seen it in planning pictures, stuff like that. The enemy has what we think what they don't have, or we don't think they have, or we think they don't have. So that's done by map reconnaissance, area reconnaissance, recon patrol, or a leader's recon as well. And obviously you can use aircraft or drones. Moving on from there, security. So preserving your force. Again, 360 security at all times. So in your formations, you should have 360 security. We've talked about where people should be looking within those formations. And again, at halts as well, make sure you're looking the direction you should be. And then you're not maneuvering unless you have an overwatch or covering element. So yeah, everything we've done today, we've had a covering or overwatch element when we're moving. Whether that be if we're just moving as a whole unit, that overwatch element is just to the rear of that front element and can engage if needed, or can come up and engage if needed. And then crossing open danger areas, linear danger areas, we've always got cover as we cross them. And then control. So make sure you understand the concept of the operation, the commander's intent. So if you don't have to go into a village, don't go into a village. Try and avoid it. Oh, pardon you, whoever that was. So yeah, and disciplined or communications. So don't talk on radio unless you need to talk on radio. We've talked about it when we were crossing areas and doing bounding. Try and keep that communication to a minimum. All you need is set and bounding or moving, and that's enough communication to know that one team's got cover and the other team can move. We'll go into bounding more when we do squad tactics, like reactor contact, stuff like that. And we'll do shooting with that then. So when you do that, you can then do it non-verbally. Just listen to the gunshots of the other team, stuff like that. We'll go into that more when we do that. And then using fire control measures. So if you've got a LMG in your group, you can direct that fire with fire controls, like rapid, sustained, stuff like that. And then having comms pace plans. So your primary, alternate, contingency, and then emergency. I think. Am I wrong? So yeah, primary radios, alternate could be CTAB messages, and then so on and so forth. And then common sense. So I've given you all this information, but it's up to you guys to make judgments and decisions yourselves. I can't spoon feed everything to you in and up. Like looking at a map and seeing we have a open danger area or a linear danger area, that's up to you guys to see that and use your common sense on how you're going to cross it, stuff like that, when you're going to use what formation. We've already gone over when you should use them. It's just remembering and then applying that to different situations and having common sense to apply it. And yeah, I can't teach you that, but it's pretty one of the most important things to have as a leader in a leadership position. Is everything I've gone over today good with all of you? Everyone understand everything? Any questions on anything at all? Anything we want to go over again?
No, all good.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
No
Appreciate
problem.
Yeah, thank you, Alex.
Documents there if you want to read it. If you do have any questions, read that.
Yep, documents there. I've recorded this as well, so you can watch it back. You can send to people that weren't here. Nag them if someone's not following something in the operations we do. You can either send them a link to the document or the video. Nag them. With the videos, you can give a timestamp for the specific bit you want them to watch as well.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, that is all there for everyone to have the knowledge to do whatever they need to do.